So, somebody asked me in the comments under the Corona flu video that I did if I regret my glibness now that everybody's getting locked down and all that shit. I wasn't being glib. Again, it isn't my fault if you misunderstand me or decide to not listen or decide to fill in whatever blanks you want with whatever fucking narrative that you want to just fill it in with. Alright? I understand that I'm difficult to follow sometimes. I ramble and I meander. I get it. But it's not hard if you listen. Like, if you listen to what I'm saying and just kind of go, oh, he's off on fucking something, because I'm not talking about fucking anything that has to do with anything, right? Then God damn it. But don't fill in my fucking blanks with, oh, worst possible thing. I wasn't being glib. I was saying it's a lot like the flu. People are losing their shit. And at the time, it wasn't, I mean, it was ridiculous. Like, the comparison to the flu even was ridiculous. At the time. Shit's gotten worse, yes. But even in that video, I acknowledged, I said the words, it's a more dangerous version of the flu. A much more dangerous version of the flu. And I said things that were helpful. Like, maybe this year, we all kind of do the flu shit. Wash your hands. Drink plenty of fluids. Shit's gonna help. You know, clean your fucking house. If you're feeling sick, don't go to work. Go to the doctor. Find out what the fuck it is. Make sure it ain't this. I said these things in that video. My point was to get people to not fucking lose their perspective. The whole point of that video was to keep dummies from drinking fish tank cleaner. I knew back then people are going to die not because of this, but because they do something stupid because of this. I knew that shit was going to happen. There was going to be riots, and people were going to be rioting over toilet paper. Old people were going to be getting trampled in fucking grocery stores, which has happened. People drinking fish tank cleaner, never my wildest fucking nightmares, but nevertheless, I figured somebody was going to do something stupid. Suicides are on an all-time high. Yes, it's bad. Yes, it's getting worse. But at the time, the point was to kind of poke fun at the people who are hoarding toilet paper. Y'all remember that you're listening to a fucking comedy channel. Anytime if you ask me if I regret being glib, the answer is no. Like, I'm here to guide folks. I'm fun at it. It's not my fault when you don't get my point. You're refusing to listen. Not my fault. I said the same thing over and over again to the point where now your co-viewers, I don't know, whatever the fuck you feel of this, your community members, your family, friends, I don't fucking know how far you go with it. They're getting annoyed. I'm also getting comments that are, dude, how many more times are you going to say the same fucking thing? These people just won't get it. They're talking about you. So no, I don't regret what glibness you thought you heard in that video. I was trying to say, don't panic. Stop freaking out. If you want to stock up a little bit, fine. Buy an extra pack when you go to the grocery store. I don't know, they're talking about locking people in for a couple of weeks. Maybe instead of buying, one package, we get 2 or maybe 3 if we really want to fucking go crazy. But 70? You've got to be shitting me. Like, I went to the grocery store yesterday. And I'm like, hopefully, they'll have some toilet paper. I go to where the toilet paper is, whole fucking shelves are empty. I'm like, so I go and I'm walking along and I'm like, oh, there's a box of toilet paper. They just had a box that was just ripped open with just rolls of toilet paper stacked in, like single rolls of toilet paper. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And I start like chucking, you know, like 5 or 6 in there, thinking I'll get like a pack. I'll get 6. Right? It's reasonable. And I look at the sign, and it says, at this time we are rationing. We will only allow you to purchase 1 roll of toilet paper. And I'm like, ugh. So I had to put 5 back. Thank God my parents go to Sam's Club, so they buy 5 million of everything all the time. Doesn't matter if there's a fucking virus or just, well, we're here, so let's buy enough so that we don't need to go the rest of the year. And they're like, well, you want a 9-pack? And I'm like, I don't need a 9-pack. I only need like, you know, like 3 or 4. I'm like, that'll last me probably until the end of this year. And they're like, well, they only come in packs of 9. And I'm like, ugh. Of course they do. So, you know, I'm good now for probably months. But my dad's like, did you get anybody wanting to send you toilet paper? And I'm like, yeah, I got a couple people that commented, hey, I'll send you some toilet paper. And I'm like, haha, no. Because, like, there was a point a couple months ago where my dad's like, we've been thinking about getting a P.O. box. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, we don't really like having packages left on the porch. You know, we get our medication and they just fucking leave it on the porch. So we were thinking about getting a P.O. box. And I'm like, well, if you let me split it with you and put it out on YouTube, I'm like, that'd be cool. And, you know, it's like $100 a year for P.O. box. And I'm like, yeah, it'd be $50 for each of us. I get to use it too. That'd be cool. Thank God I didn't do that. Because all I need is during this trying time to make some random offhanded, I can't fucking find toilet paper comment. And then a week later, I've got 500 rolls of toilet paper in the fucking P.O. box. And I'm going to have to wheel out a hand cart of fucking toilet paper. And everybody's going to be looking at me. I'm going to be like, you want some? I didn't buy this. This is me. This is people I know. They're sending me toilet paper. Fucking, So, because I imagine I'd get more than a couple of stink eyes, and I'd be like, hey, fucking, you know, have some. I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not going to eat all of this fucking shit. And then I'd be on the news, the YouTuber that was giving away toilet paper today at the post office. I wasn't giving away toilet paper. I don't know, I have to correct the news in my interview. I wasn't just giving away, I didn't buy toilet paper and go, oh, I'm going to give this away at the post office. Fucking my asshole fans, my big fans, they all decided to send me toilet paper. Fucking, yeah. So, it's been funny. There's a lot of humor in this, if you're willing to look for it. And that was kind of where I was at that point. I was desperately trying to find any sort of anything to just kind of anything. But I also want you to remember this. I'm not a fucking trained physician. I'm not a doctor. I don't have a PhD, right? I'm not a medical professional. So if you're coming to my channel, my comedy channel, to get really good, solid fucking news, how many people did I say not too long ago live in America? Like 5 billion? Something like that? And there's like 9 billion people on the planet? Come on! Like, y'all fucking criticize me and tease me all the time for the shit I fuck up. And yet you still hold me to this perfectionist standard of, but you gotta be reported to the news. This is serious. I know it's serious. That's why I'm laughing.